Good afternoon, everyone. For those of you who don't know us, I'm Rory, and the person trying to hide behind me unsuccessfully is Tim. Together, along with Gordy, we make up the best men. Greg's already partly explained this, but you might be asking why there are three of us. It's fairly simple. Greg hasn't got anyone that's good enough to be a best man, so we had to put up with three of us to make up for it. Gordo did manage to get out of making the speech, but then if anyone's heard me sing, I think that the decision was quite correct to have him do that later. I'm also glad to see that Greg's managed to position most of our childhood friends right at the front, because it's always good to be able to kick the hecklers. Greg and I first met when he moved to Stonesfield at 5 years old, and turned up to nursery somewhat friendless. Naturally, I took pity on him, and have pretty much been stuck with him ever since. He might dispute this version of events, but we all know what Greg's memory's like. I certainly doubt Greg remembers ever being happier than since he's met Amy, or even remembering much before this morning. If it's not Mozart's Fifth, it kind of goes in one ear and out the other. Greg, just to check, you got married this morning. And you couldn't have picked a better person to get married to. Amy, you look absolutely stunning. And I'm so happy to see that Greg's made the right decision for one. I'm sure everyone here looks forward to seeing your marriage blossom, and Tim, Gordy and I want you both to know that we'll always be there for you if you need anything. Apparently it's traditional in the best man speech to include some advice for the bride. A couple of years ago, I'd have probably reminded everyone that back in year 2, when we were 6 years old, Greg was found to have the largest head in the class. And that actually includes the teachers. I'd might have pointed out that this could make carrying on the Hooper line a little difficult, but you've already coped with that. This can often be seen in the grin on the face of the smartest man in the room right now. So, if we could all raise our glasses to that smartest man, everyone, to Ted. For some more up-to-date advice, Amy, it seems that Greg's been consulting a guide he's come across. Last night, I happened to find in his bag the 1913 book of Don'ts for Wives. Unfortunately, Amy, I think Greg's expectations might have been slightly affected by this book. I feel like I need to read a couple of examples. So, bear with me. Don't let your husband feel that it is a matter of indifference to you if he wears his socks the wrong way round, or odd boots on his feet. Some men are absent-minded even enough for this. And if they can't afford to keep a valet, their wives should see that they dress properly. Another gem is, don't be troubled because your husband is not an Adonis. Beauty is only skin deep, and the cleverest men are rarely the handsomest, judged by ordinary standards. I feel at this point you should keep this for future reference on what to do. Since Greg and Amy have lived together, it's become fairly apparent that Greg doesn't necessarily run the household, what might normally be known as wearing the trousers. This was confirmed on the stag do when Greg disappeared at lunch in order to slip into something more comfortable. My intention was to return this lovely dress to him in full view of everyone, so that he'd have something appropriate to wear when he got home. However, no one could find it, and it appears that he actually kept the dress and took it home with him. He must have realised how well it suited him. It is a shame, as Greg did look particularly fetching. Picture Beauty and the Beast. Belle's dainty walk and flouncy skirts, and the Beast's hairy back and angry, pained expression. Greg has already pointed out my willingness to whip things out of my speech, so I feel it necessary to point out that due to a slight shorts malfunction on the stag do, he's actually beaten me to that. At this point, Greg's done a fantastic job of thanking everyone involved, but I'd like to also give my thanks to the staff here at the Perch, who've done a fantastic job with the catering. And a round of applause, I think, for the fantastic food that you did. I'd also like to thank the people that organised this wedding, who, as they're such a great team and do things themselves, just happens to be the bride and groom. You've done an amazing job. It's been a fantastic day, and I'm sure everyone will try and join me in a round of applause for all your hard work. I say all your hard work, and I think Greg just about managed to pick out his suit. A tweed suit in mid-August, and you'll notice that he's already taken most of it off. If you do see him sweating on the dance floor later, don't have any pity on him. I'd now like to pass you over to Tim. For those of you who feel like I might have been too harsh on Greg, don't worry, I'm sure Tim will show him some brotherly love.